In today's tutorial, we are going to look at how we can remove objects from images, such as this gentleman here with his cigarette in his mouth, or maybe you have blemishes on your skin, or possibility that you might want to remove some tattoos off of an image. So looking over here on our sidebar, you can see all the different tools. We're going to focus on the clone tool, which is right here. So if you put your cursor over top, we can see the clone stamp tool. I'm going to zoom in. It's always better to zoom in just using my quick keys, which is Control plus or Command plus for a Mac. So once I'm on my clone tool, just like every tool on the sidebar, we get our options at the top. So I want to make sure that I have a blurry brush. And I'm just going to go over, and if I put my cursor over top of here, we can see that there is a certain brush size. So right now it's 20 pixels, and it is taking up quite a large space. So I'm going to zoom in even more when I'm doing this kind of work, and I'm going to adjust my brush size. Using your bracket keys, you can make your brush smaller, or you can use your right bracket key and make it larger. The whole point of using the clone tool can be a little bit tricky at the beginning, but once you get used to it, it's pretty easy to manage. So what you have to do is you have to hold Alt on your keyboard and click, and then that's sampling an area. So it's now telling the computer, hey, I want to use this area. And you can see that as I'm hovering over, it's actually grabbing that sample. So I didn't copy it over yet. Well, if I want to copy it, I have to click. And I can usually get away with a few passes before I have to resample. So then I'm going to go ahead and resample. And I'm going to click a few clicks away. So I'm just going back and resampling as I'm doing this. I'm going to also resample from the top so I get a better blending. And you want to pick as close to the area as possible. And now I'm going to go inside of the lips, and I'm possibly going to zoom in a little bit more. I'm going to hold Alt and do a couple of passes. Alt, resample, a couple of passes. And when I zoom out, Command minus, here is the final product. So if I want to zoom in, I can actually go in now and I can adjust it a little bit more. And there you go. So that is how you use the clone tool.